Unsolved.
JonBenet Ramsey case? Why Patsy called 911. First, Patsy was up all night. She, with possibly John's help, staged the crime scene. When the Ramsey family returned home, JonBenet complained about being hungry at some point that night, and Patsy possibly told Burke to get out some pineapple for JonBenet. But JonBenet only had a few pieces, and she wanted something else, or wasn't hungry, and she was cranky and irritable. And Patsy was upset by this, and at some point, Patsy got in a fight with JonBenet. It had been an extra long Christmas day. Everybody needed to get up early the next day to make it to the airport, and Patsy wasn't totally excited about going to Charlevoix, and so Patsy struck JonBenet. Why Patsy called 911 was because everything was set. The ransom was written by a small foreign faction. 2 gentlemen were watching JonBenet. Victory SBTC. The garrote wrapped around JonBenet's neck. Her wrists tied. Duct tape placed over her mouth. There was a suitcase under the broken basement window, so it was obvious that there was an intruder.
And the police and her friends would see that.
Now here is Patsy's cover-up mistakes. Now obviously, she should have immediately called 911 when JonBenet was injured, but this is the mistake she made trying to cover up the crime. And so the first thing I see is she should have placed JonBenet's body outside in the back alley. Then the ransom note would have had more power, and it would have looked like a botched ransom. Next, the ransom note is too long, and it's kind of like lawyer's advice. You should give short answers to questions, because the longer your answers, the more people can see things in your answer, whether they're true or not true. And third, she shouldn't have wrapped JonBenet in the white blanket, because that made it look like the person cared for JonBenet. And last, Patsy forgot about the bowl of pineapple being out, which they were able to find the pineapple in her digestive system and knew that it wasn't an intruder that killed JonBenet.
Please subscribe to my channel, the Nancy Drew channel. Thank you.
Well, this ends this episode of Unsolved, and tomorrow night, the Zodiac Killer case.